Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is Jim at Cityscapes Lawn Care, and I have a quick review for you today. As you know, I've been changing all of my products to battery. I'm using the STIHL 135 series, and today is an articulating, can't get that word out, articulating hedge trimmer. This is the HLA135, keeping up with the 135 series. And remember, the power head is the same on all of the 135 series, so the power is the same. Obviously the gear down there is what changes. So if my trimmer goes down, I'll just change the gear there, put my trimmer back in spot. So that's what's so convenient. I mean, you can go to a combi system, but why? Because if your combi system goes down, you're down on all of your equipment, where I am not. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive individually, but I don't have to keep changing, the different gear heads for the different attachments. You do the math, I mean, you'll see what I'm seeing. So anyway, this is, I think it's what, 12 feet in length, I forget. So this is the power meter. Trimmer is on. You have to press that, but when you grip this, and there's your throttle, it's a variable throttle. I'm not going to turn it on right now because I have the guard on. I don't want to tear up the guard. So just like any articulating hedge, and we'll do a comparison to another one that I have, which is gas, and I'll show you that. Like I said, this is brand new. I have not even taken this guard off. There we go. So look at the spacing, guys. Look at the spacing. Let's bring that up here. That is what, an inch down here, inch down here, a little wider at the teeth. So that's a pretty big clip. So I'm going to do some palms here, and I'll do a hedge, and we'll do a comparison here with the gas model. Let me bring out my gas model so we just do a comparison. I got the tape measure for you, and we're going to compare that to the HL94. HL94. And this is the HLA135 battery gas. So right at 8 foot is the measurement, and then looks like it's about another 1.5 inches. Well, if you take this in consideration, you're at 98 inches compared to 8 foot, so 2 inches longer. Other than that, the 2 power heads, to remove that, everything's identical. The difference is you got the wheel here for the speed, and that's the speed there. Again, throttle, variable throttle. Articulating heads are the same. It's identically the same. As you can see, this is brand new. I haven't used it. The teeth are identically the same. Obviously, this is the gas. You can see a little worn, but I haven't worn anything on that one. So, other than being battery versus gas, it's virtually the same. Gas, as you know, choke, bubble, throttle, start. Electrical, kick it in gear, press that, squeeze that. So that's it. That's the only differences. The weight about the same. You fill this up versus the battery. I would use the 100. I wouldn't use the 300 because it's absolutely heavier when you use the 300. But again, I'm using this 300 as an extra, so I don't have to have the 300. So almost 4 pounds, 3.9 pounds versus the AP 100 is, I think, 2.25 pounds, 2.5 pounds. So save yourself some money in the poundage. Just get the AP 100, because this will go a long time. Even on the 100 will go a very long time. So if I wanted to, like all 135 series, this is the umbilical cord if you want to use it for a battery backup on a battery backpack, or put it on your belt. So if you need longer run times, this is just not this unit, and it's on their trimmer, it's on the edger, it's all their 135 series. So just on that, umbilical cord goes inside, and of course then you're running, you want to put the I can't think of the thing for, take that out, put that on your belt, put in the cover piece. Save, you want to save these guys. I mean, this is the cover piece. You don't want the debris to go inside of it. So if you're using the umbilical cord, there's actually two ways you can do it. One is the umbilical for the backpack. They actually have another one that plugs right into here. It comes with a cord, it goes out, but you know, you can see all that. But yeah, you want to save these. You never know when. And right now, see, I use this, and I just interchange. This is my spare, so I go from when I have, because sometimes I'll do 17 yards in a day and I need an extra spare for my edger, my trimmer, I forgot the HSA 66, my handheld trimmer as well, for the hedge, little handheld one. You'll see my reviews. So anyway, this is just a spare, so I can pop it in, pop it out to whatever. So I'm not gonna, you know, put dedicated units for every one of my trimmers whenever my hedge, because I don't use these every single day. So again, that's why I'm only using the AP300, because it's just simply my spare battery. But you know, maybe one day I'll buy the 100 and leave it in there, right? I don't know how long the charge is going to last. I mean, if let's just say I don't use this for a month. You know, I don't know on the lithium ions battery where, you know, do they discharge a little bit at a time every day, or is it going to hold a charge for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. I guess I'll test it out here. So anyway, it is a quick review. I'll do a little, I'll use this today for the first time. I'm actually going to trim my palms. See, now I don't need a ladder. And you'll see, you've seen this before. I went on the gas one, I did it. So I'll just trim all this up. Obviously I'm not going to use a handheld. I'll just go ahead and use the articulating head for this as well. Little trim on the hedge. Yeah, I got to stand back a little bit, but that's okay. So I'll trim this up real quick and kind of just see it in action. Be right back. Guys, let's get this in a little bit for you. It's so nice not to have to put a choke on, bubble it. It's just toss in the power. Power's good. Let's go. Well, you're out of shot. Let's turn this around. See, that's one palm down. Let's get this one down. And just like that. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you with cutting the whole thing, but it's absolutely nice just to trigger and go. It is a variable speed, but honestly I don't know why. it's easier just to squeeze the trigger, full force, go. But they do make a shorter version. This is the, that was 8 foot. I think they make a 6 foot one. It's about $30 cheaper. I can't remember the price on this one. Yeah, I can't remember. Sorry, I'll look it up. But I bought my first battery still, the FSA 135R string trimmer. I was thoroughly impressed with it. So I obviously, when you're going into a family of one brand, your batteries are interchangeable, whether it's Husqvarna, all the other ones I can't think of. Sorry, my breath. But the I chose STIHL. Their equipment's been good for me, so stuck with it. The 135 is a new series. It was out, what, I think a year and a half ago it came out. I just purchased the Edger. I probably like that one as well. FCA 135. So again, you know, the common theme is the 135 series. So that works with the AP, which is your professional side. So even when it rains, these are, you know, not waterproof, but SPC, I don't know the codes, 65, whatever. So that means if it's sprinkling on you, not a big deal. You don't have to worry about the battery. It will repel the water. So gas is expensive. I mean, today's gas prices is $4.39. I don't have gas. I mean, the battery just died. I'm not sure why that happened, but anyway, we're full now. What I was saying is that with gas, you know, it's getting so expensive. It's going to be, the municipalities are going to start requiring you to go battery. So you guys need to think about it. You know, I don't know your area, but yeah, are they expensive? Yeah, they're not going to get any cheaper. We know that. So, you know, if you're going to start changing equipment, you might want to consider battery. I don't care. You know, again, it's you know, STIHL or Husqvarna or all the other ones that are out there. So just do your homework, find out which ones are going to be good for you, and then obviously it's cheaper for you to be on one platform rather than lots of different platforms. So you got to love all of their equipment, not just their trimmer, and because I don't see why, because it's going to cost you more. So you can need battery chargers and batteries, and so if you're going to Husqvarna on one and STIHL on another one because you like that trimmer or you like that edger, or you got to love all the equipment. I'm not saying that you can do whatever you want to do, of course, but it's just more expensive because you're not in one family. So I chose STIHL because the power heads are the same on all of their 135 series. I've said this before. So you can do the combi unit if you want to. Down the road with all the attachments, it does become cheaper, but honestly, I did the math. You buy the combi systems, you buy the, well, here you go. Just this attachment on the combi is $285. Now think about it. You're going to spend what, $450 on the combi, $285 for this. Their edger was $99. Their trimmer was $200, and I'm not going by memory here, guys, but if you just need an edger and trimmer, and honestly, for most lawns, that's all you really need. You don't even need this, but you can do the old, you know, scissors if you want to, but it takes time. If you do a lot of hedges, then yeah, I need to invest into that. But just if you just did the trimmer part and the blade edger, you're $450 for the unit. You're $200. I'm just gonna say 200 because I can't remember. It's $200 for the trimmer and $900. So you're $300. So you're $700 into it. Well, let's think about it. So that's $700 into just 2 units. This was $450. My trimmer is around $430. The edger was $420. So just the edger and the trimmer, you're $800. Yes, I need batteries. So you're 850 bucks compared to the combi. The problem with the combi, as you're a professional, is changing equipment out, changing out. You know, I do 17 homes in a day. You know, again, 17 times the edger, 17 times the edger. Yeah, and if I need the hedge clippers or hedge trimmers, again, 17 more times, right? You eventually wear that out. You know, you go look at it. You know, they wear out. So, as a commercial guy, I would not do a combi unless you're very specific. I think some other people had bought 2 combis, one for an edger and one for a trimmer. I don't know why I would do that. So STIHL is, and I think I know why now, I'll just answer my own question. STIHL is the only one that has a dedicated blade edger, where all the other manufacturers have not yet. They got a trimmer, they got a combi system, so you're kind of stuck with the different models. But as far as an edger, I have dedicated. You know, I go in and I go out, just change equipment. I don't have to change combis. I don't have to wear out the coupler. So that's the reason why I chose the dedicated. It wasn't that much more expensive, honestly. So, you know, that's my logic. That's what I chose to do. Same thing, since I got independently, I'm not in a combi. I had no choice really to buy this one. But honestly, to buy just this head for 285 bucks to go on a combi, that didn't make any sense to me when I could buy it for 400 and, what did I say, it was 430 bucks. So I don't know. You can do the math on it, but I'll make my life simpler. So again, you don't need the AP300 for this. I discussed before, this battery is no doubt heavy, but it's the largest capacity. We've discussed this, so AP300. I'm trying to look see what it has for the amps. I don't know what, they don't have it writing on here. 36 volt, oh, 7.2 amps. So, large capacity, a lot of runtime. When you're dealing with batteries, it's never going to be enough runtime. We know that. So you got to have extras. You have an extra gas can, right? Just saying. But you don't need the 300 for this. I may eventually buy the 100 just for as an extra. But this is my spare. So I have three 300 APs. One for the edger, one for the string trimmer, and then the extra. This one now goes into the articulating hedge and the handheld hedge. That's my extra. But again, I'm not trimming hedges every single day. So that's why this becomes my extra. But just for weight purposes, I probably will buy the 100, and I'll share back and forth with the articulating hedge and the handheld HSA66. I think that's the number. Anyway, I did a review on that one. You can see it. So I may change the one because it is much lighter. This is, like I said, it's almost 4 pounds. The other one's like 2.5 pounds, 2.25 pounds. So it makes a big difference, especially when you're doing work like this, right? So, I mean, it's only 119 bucks. And that way I can have a dedicated spare. Another spare. Anyway, so that's my thoughts. I'm not trying to make this long, but you've seen me do it before. I'm trying to get you guys into battery because you're gonna need it. There's no other choice for it, right? So put this back in. Yep, only goes one way. I mean, the build quality is pretty good. It's yeah, it's plastic. Well, so is the other gas edger, right? So the handles, everything else is identically the same. So as you can see, it cut pretty good. I'll have to continue to trim it up. I'm not going to bore you with the work that I do. So it's already a video getting too long here. So, but anyway, that's my thoughts. If you have any questions, again, the power is the same. All the 135 series, this is the same power head on all of them. It's all interchangeable. So there it is, California Prop 65. California, we know, is going all handheld equipment in 2024. No gas. And there's other municipalities. I think Virginia passed the no gas blowers, and there's other municipalities. I know mine is too. They haven't passed it yet, but I've invested into it because I'm tired of cranking. I'm tired of a carburetor issue. So This is the family I chose. It's the STIHL 135 series. That is your professional. And eventually, you know, I'm going to sell all my gas equipment. I'll be all battery except for the big mower, the Right 36. And I haven't invested into a blower yet. You know, I'm going to do a review here on the Ryobi. That's supposed to be the strongest one. Yeah, I know I'm breaking ranks, right? Well, I'm waiting for STIHL to come out, but I'm going to test this Ryobi and see. So, worst case, you know, I just use it for home. It's okay. But they come with 2 batteries and a charger. So anyway, I'll do a review on that one later down the road. But yeah, so here you go, guys. I mean, you saw how thick it is. I mean, look, it's snipping that off. And so yeah, it's got plenty of room in there. It can go through some thick branches. So I was gonna do this, but I'll do that later. I'm not gonna bore you with all that stuff, guys. Anyway, please like. It helps the algorithm, helps the channel out, and consider subscribing. I got lots of reviews going on. I do you know, weekly post. I try to keep you guys active, entertained, and just throw out my thoughts. You know, daily kind of yard. Sorry, the plane going over. Oh yeah, guys. Not a single cloud, not one. Got birds, got planes. Oh, there's a cloud. Oh no, here it comes. It's about to snow in Florida. Look at all that pollen. Look at all that pollen. All that yellow is going to come out. That's Florida snow, guys. Anyway, so please consider to like it, help the channel out. Consider subscribing. Let me know if you have any comments. I'd be happy to answer on the equipment, or just even Florida and in general. So guys, peace out. It's Jim at Cityscapes Lawn Care.